God kind of just ate me up a little bit. I said, God, you instill so many gifts in me. I said, God, you instill so many gifts in me. I don't know which one you want me to do right now. I said, God, I done wasted so much time doing the wrong thing in a wrong season, God, and I don't want to waste no more time. I don't want to do something that's not in alignment, that's not in the timeline that you got for my life. I said, God, I don't want to bury my gifts like the man in the Bible either. I said, God, I want to empty the clip. I don't want to leave nothing on the table when I leave this earth. I said, so God, I need you to tell me what you want me to do right now, which gift you want me to use, how you want me to use it, and how long you want me to do it. And I said, God, I'm not going to move until you give me confirmation on which one you want me to be doing right now and how long I should be doing it. And you know what he said? He said, that's your problem. He said, plant them all. He said, why are you asking me for confirmation that I already told you? You must don't read my word. He said, didn't I tell you to be fruitful and multiply? He said, didn't my word tell you to plant all of your seed because you don't know which one gonna sprout up? He said, if your goal is to have a garden, what gardener plants one flower this season and another flower this season? They plant all of them at the same time. Now, will all of them grow at the same rate? Maybe not. Some might get some more sunlight on this side. Some might get some more water. All of them don't grow at the same rate, but you plant all of them at the same time. He says, your problem is when I tell you to plant seeds, you don't plant seeds. You try to plant a tree. How you gonna plant a tree when I'm supposed to be the one that help it grow into the tree? He said, when I tell you that you was gonna start that business, when I told you that you was gonna have a clothing line, you thought that meant you didn't have discernment to look at how the timeline that I told you. So when I told you to start planting seeds for the clothing line, you emptied out your savings account. You went in debt trying to do things, and this was your excuse. You said, oh, this is a fake move because God told me that he wanted me to start a clothing line. God told me that he wanted to start a clothing line. See, mine is a clothing line. I don't know what yours is, but I'm going to talk about me. I said, see, God told me he wanted me to start a clothing line, so I might have to go in debt doing it. I might have to empty out my savings account doing it. It don't matter. But God told me to do it, so I know he going to bless it. And God said, yes, I told you to do it, but when I told you to plant a seed, all I wanted you to do was get a sample. All I wanted you to do was spend an hour out of your day every day and research the best fabrics and research the business methods and research the best website and budget everything together. He said, I never told you to go ahead and plant a tree. He said, that's why you feel like you don't have the capacity to plant all of your seeds. It's because you're thinking that you got to have a tree. You got to give tree capacity for each gift that I instilled in you, when that's not the case. That's why you got to know a seed is small. Faith of a mustard seed. He said, that's enough. He said, that's why you don't be prepared when I do try to present the opportunity for you. I said, what you mean, God? He said, that's like when I told you to start the business, when I tell you to start the business, if I tell you you ain't going to start the business until 2 years, you start pound. I said, how? He said, because you'll get with the posture of, well, since I ain't going to start the business until 2 years and I know I ain't got the money for it now, I ain't going to do nothing for it right now. I'm going to wait until 2 years to prepare for it. And how arrogant of me to be dirty as a filthy rag and say that I'm not going to prepare for something that God told me was coming. He said that's the equivalence to somebody saying, you telling somebody, I'm finna come pick you up. I'm finna come pick you up. And then you pull in their driveway and you call them, you say, come outside, and they say, hold on, I got to get ready. And you going to feel like, why you playing with my time? Didn't I tell you I was coming? Why you ain't get ready when I told you I was on the way? And God said, I'm finna pull up in your driveway any day now. Any day now, I'm going to pull up in your driveway. Why you ain't getting ready right now? You ain't got to do this grand gesture. You ain't got to go into debt. You ain't got to go bond with people that don't like you, that's going to hold everything over your head. You ain't got to do nothing but plant seeds. Them hours that you spend doom scrolling, you can be hitting 4 different hobbies. You can take 20 minutes for this hobby, 20 minutes for this, 20 minutes for this seed, 20 minutes for this. And you just stack them on top of each other. Over time, it's going to come a time where preparation meets opportunity. And when God ready to show, God going to present that opportunity for you. And all you're going to do is lay out your portfolio. See, God said he can't send the people to you right now because he's not wasteful. See, God told you that he going to let you start that in 2 years. But because you ain't been ready, when he send them people that's going to be ready to help you bring your vision to life, he got to know that you're going to be on point. He got to know that you're going to say, okay, I want this, I want this, I want that. Because when it's go time, you ain't got no time to waste. God said, if I told you you're going to go to school in a couple years, why you saying God saying he going to I'm going to be in school in a couple years, but I don't know how it's going to pay for it. But it's in a couple years, so why you ain't picking up no extra shifts and putting it to the side and labeling a bank account saying school money? So when God tell you it's time to go to school, don't be complaining to God saying, God, I need you to help me. You saying go to school. I know this in my spirit. I know you telling me to go to school, but I don't got the money for this. Don't start look. Now you're going to look for God for a miracle when you could have just been obedient, and the blessing didn't have to come with no sorrow and no stress. All you had to do is be obedient. Start planting seeds early, and you can plant seeds. You can plant multiple seeds. The Bible tells you to plant multiple seeds because you don't know which one's going to grow. Or all of them may grow. You don't know. But your problem is you're trying to plant a tree, and it's depleting you of all of your energy. It's depleting you of all of your energy that's supposed to be dispersed amongst all of your seeds that you're supposed to be slowly building up. So if you got multiple gifts, God said just find time for all of them if you really feel like this. If you really feel like I told you to do it. You ain't gotta spend 10 hours on one thing. Just slowly build up. Consistency beats intensity. Consistency beats intensity. You can go to the gym every day. Oh, I'm talking now. You can go to the gym every day for 30 minutes a day, and you can still see results. Now, if somebody go to the gym one day and they working out for 4 hours, the next day they ain't gonna be able to move and they ain't gonna go to the gym. You know what that means? That means for the whole week they gonna be off. Now, somebody who just went in the gym 30 minutes, they might see some results all because of their consistency. I'm going to let the Holy Spirit, and I'm going to let the rest leave the rest up to God. But if this was your word, it was my word. He really just convicted me. I thought I was doing the right thing by saying, God, I don't want to move unless you say move. He said, what? I already told you to be fruitful and multiply. I've been told you to move. I'm finna pull in your driveway. Now you wait. Before you go spend any more money on that idea, that hobby that you got, because you feel like you can't get started because you got to have the best of everything, just listen to my testimony. When God called me and told me to spread his word, I was like, God, I'm already insecure. So if I do this, I got to come on point. Like, I already know that I'm a marketing student, so in order to go viral, you got to look presentable. So I'm going to have to get an install every week because my hair don't last but 4 hours. So that's $150 every week. Then I already know I got to have the best of the best quality for my camera, so I got to go buy a new camera. Then I can't come on here wearing the same thing every day because they're going to talk about me. So, God, I'm going to have to buy clothes. God, this going to be expensive. If I say yes to you, God, I'm like, God, this going to be expensive. And God was just like, I'm going to supply everything you need. So I'm thinking what God meant by that is I'm going to supply all the money you need to keep your hair done, to get you new clothes, to make sure you got a high quality camera. But the thing that God really supplied me with was confidence. Confidence, consistency, and purpose. Believing in my purpose, because my first video that went viral is the most viral I should say, is a video of me taking off a wig in my Cleo braids, crying, snotty nose, looking dusty. Then I've been coming on here every day rotating the same 3 jackets. It's my favorite jackets. I'm sorry. Don't nobody care. Then on top of that, what was another one? When it comes to the quality camera and stuff, it works the same way. It works the same way. Stop thinking you need the best of the best in order to do stuff, because what I learned in photography, I spent a lot of extra money because I felt like that was the reason why I wasn't improving in my skills. When in reality, the reason that I wasn't improving with my skills because I wasn't locking in on a skill foundation. I was too busy trying to add extra things, thinking extra things was going to give me better quality. When I just locked in on skills, my quality got way better with the things that I bought, what I already had. And I was so irritated because the extra stuff that I bought, I haven't even been using it. I haven't even been using the extra stuff that I thought I needed that was going to upgrade my quality. And God did all that just to show me that when you in alignment with your purpose, It doesn't matter all of the vanity stuff. You don't need a lot. You just need what I got. When I call you, you already equipped with everything that I got. So when God put that idea on your heart, when he gave you that vision, whatever he gave you, you don't have to go out and buy all this extra stuff. He probably already provided everything that you need to start right now. Now, am I saying just once he start providing for you more and once it start paying off and it start being fruitful, am I saying show up every day with messy ponytails? No. Will I show up all the time with messy ponytails? Knowing me, I might. Don't pay me no mind. But what I mean is, you know how the church say, come as you are, but you don't stay the same. As you come on, you might be able to upgrade to that $1,000 camera. Yes, okay, then, but why would you go buy a $1,000 camera when you ain't been consistent on the camera that's on your phone? Okay, love you, bye.